And we welcome you all to the SAISD Sports Complex. We are here for the season opener. It is the Brady Bulldogs have traveled 160 miles to face the YMLA Lions. We're here for a coin toss, and that's how we will start. It looks like the Brady Bulldogs won the coin toss, and they're deferring the option to the second half. So YMLA will have a choice to make here. Option being deferred, usually that you will take the kickoff. And it looks like they have done that now. Who is going to defend which goal? We'll find out shortly. Here we go. It'll be, as the referee tells us, Brady will kick off, and the YMLA Lions will receive and come out of the north end zone. This is Robert Villafranca on RC Audio Sports 2. You have found us while you're here. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any action. Robert Villafranca here on the mic. I'll bring you play-by-play. Belek Deas will be our director and handling tech. We got Gavin Quintanilla and Reese Hernandez Robinson on the cameras here tonight. So again, thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to a good ball game here. The Brady Bulldogs have traveled 160 miles. Brady, Texas. If you put a dot in the center of Texas, if you try to put a dot in the very middle of Texas, you would be putting a dot on Brady, Texas. They call themselves the heart of Texas, and an appropriate name as they are geographically located about where the heart of Texas would be. Again, Robert Villafranca here at the SAISD Sports Complex. Brady Bulldogs will face the home team YMLA Lions. Andrew Compos in his inaugural year as a head coach for the YMLA Lions. We're going to tell you a little bit more about him and Jiren Roberts as well. So we had some real good pregame visits. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to share those visits with you.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Right. Hold it, go.
Complex, as we promised. After the break, we're going to share our coaches' visits. It was Coach Jiren Roberts of the Brady Bulldogs that we visited with first. Let us share that visit with you now. And we welcome you back to RC Audio Sports here at the SAISD Sports Complex. It's a season opener. We're visiting with Coach Jiren Roberts of the Brady Bulldogs football team. Coach, welcome to San Antonio. Welcome to the SAISD Sports Complex. Coach, the Brady Bulldogs they bring a veteran group, a lot of returning starters in this group, and so you know this group very well. You had a couple of scrimmages. How did the scrimmages? What did you learn from this team at the scrimmages?
Well, we're excited to be here, and this is next to the first day of 2 days. This is the most exciting day of the year for everybody across the state. Everybody's 0-0, and we're excited to get out there and play. We had two good scrimmages. We went over and scrimmaged at San Saba, and they're kind of a line-up tight and pound it right at you team, and very physical on the defensive side. And then we faced Llano, who's more of a spread team, and they throw and run, and they run a little bit of an odd front defensively. So we saw even front and an odd front. We saw a double tight offense and a spread offense, and that's the big thing for us in scrimmages. We want to face what we're going to face during the season, and as we get into the season, we're going to face quite a few teams that are spread, but we've also got 3 or 4 teams that are double tight and kind of run it right at you. So it was good for our kids to kind of get that work in, and we did a lot of good things in the scrimmages, but we also saw some things that we need to work and improve on, and that's everybody the first week of the season. And so we're excited, we're healthy, and we're ready to get this thing rolling.
All right. Well, Coach, I'm excited to watch Sean Jacoby, your quarterback, a third-year starter, luxury of having a third-year starter taking snaps for you. Of course, you're very familiar with them for 2 full seasons. What is on What are you expecting to see from him tonight?
Sean's a very smart quarterback. He understands our offense now, like you said, being in the third season. We're a power run team, but we run a lot of RPO stuff off of it. He's a mobile quarterback as well, so he gives us a dual threat run-pass option as himself, and that really helps open our offense up. We want to power and be a physical football team, but then we want to take advantage of the opportunities to hit the explosive plays when we can as well. And Sean does an extremely good job of that. He's a very accurate passer. We don't throw the ball a lot, but when we do throw it, we're very efficient throwing the football. Our receivers are very good catching the football. He went to some camps this summer. He's got a couple of offers out there to play at the next level at some small colleges, and so we're really excited to kind of see him step out here, and he's another coach on the field for us.
All right. Well, Coach, right down the way is the YMLA Lions. We'll be lining up against the Bulldogs here tonight. What do the Bulldogs have to do to beat the Lions tonight?
They're very athletic, and we faced them last year, and it was a very close game. We're expecting the same thing. We did shut them out, but one of the things I reminded our kids all week was with about 3 or 4 minutes left in the third quarter, it was a 3-0 game. We had a 3-0 lead, and so it was very, very, very tight. We were able to score there late in the third, got a turnover, got another score, and then kind of busted it open in the fourth quarter. So we respect them a lot. They've got a good team over there, a good squad, and same thing. They're excited for week one, just like we're excited for week one. And Half the State gets to be 1-0 on Sunday after the games tonight and the games last night and the games tomorrow, and Half the State's going to be 0-1. And so we're looking forward to the challenge. It's going to be a good challenge, and we're excited to get this thing rolling.
Coach Jiren Roberts of the Brady Bulldogs. Can we end this with a Go Bulldogs, Coach?
Hey, go Bulldogs. Thanks for everything y'all do.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we welcome RC Audio sports fans to the SAISD Sports Complex. We've got a good one here tonight. It's a season opener. The Brady Bulldogs have traveled 160 miles to face the YMLA Lions. We're visiting with first-year head coach, Coach Andrew Compos of the YMLA Lions. Coach, thank you for taking some time to visit with us.
Appreciate you having me.
Coach, you came on, were named basically in June at the beginning of summer, so only a few months that you've been with this club. What have you learned about your club in that time?
I'll tell you what, I was a defensive coordinator the year before, and when I started with the program, it's since its inception, 4 years, I've always been with the same guys, and so being a head coach is a little different. And I come to figure out that sometimes there's not a lot of coaching to do as a head coach, as the coordinator. Defensively, we're still going to run a lot of the same stuff defensively. We are changing a little bit of offense. Last year we tried to run some tempo offense, but we kind of figured out, we're going to have to really get in the huddle this year. Running with 22 guys, and it's kind of tough, trying to run some tempo offense when you don't have a lot of personnel. So we're going to get in the huddle a little bit more, run a little bit of veer. I just want to make sure that they understand what the goal is. The goal is to get into the playoffs. Since the beginning, since we started, we were in playoffs every year. And last year was the first year we didn't make the playoffs in our district, and so the goal is to get it back, and that's what we need to do.
All right, Coach, you got a Brady Bulldogs here. Again, we said taking a 160-mile trip. They're a tough playoff team. They did make the playoffs last year, 8-2, I believe they were overall. It's a tough team. What on your checklist of things to do tonight? What are some things that you want to see from your club?
What we want to try to do is try to slow them down. They offensively they have a good attack up front. They're real big up front, real big, strong guys. You know what I mean? So last year, I think the outcome last year was 27-0. This year we want to make sure that we're going to be in the best shape as possible. I know that for a fact, man. They got some guys going on both sides of the ball, and just like our team, both sides of the ball. But if we can do what we do well, right? If we do it well, and if we can take something away from them just to stifle it just a bit, whatever they do well, I think we have a great chance to come out with the outcome of victory for sure.
Well, your chances will be good. Jordan Johnson be taking snaps, your starting quarterback. He was a quarterback last year, hampered by injury just a little bit, so not a full year's experience under his belt. What do you expect to see? What are we going to see from Jordan Johnson tonight?
Well, the good thing is learning a new offense. You know, he really didn't get too many snaps last year. Of course, a little tragic injury was real tough, and so this year, we got new offensive coordinator LeVar Newsome, and he's incorporated an offense that hopefully, Jordan he has picked it up well, and so. We'll be able to get Mason Pena the ball a lot more too. One of the best receivers I think in the district. I think Jordan he's going to have his time to shine. The ball's going to be in his hand, and he knows that it's his team if he wants to take it. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do. He's 11th grader, junior, and he got 2 more good years with me, man, and we're going to make it work for him.
All right, Coach Compos, we really appreciate your time. We wish you all the best. I like to end interviews like this. Can we have a Go Lions?
Hey, go Lions! Let's get after it now. Yeah.
There you go, Coach Compos. Thank you so much. And the kickoff by our clock about 3 minutes ahead of 7 o'clock. So we'll join the action right there. That was the Brady Bulldogs kicking off to the YMLA Lions. The Lions getting it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll start their possession there. Projected offensive starters for YMLA, Jordan Johnson at quarterback, Mason Pena and Aiden Garcia, the wide receivers, Anthony Amides, a tight end, Yaniv Rocket King, a fullback, Dazel Moore is the running back, the lineman, Gloris Moore, Jonathan Granado, Carlos Suarez, Christian Barrera, and Ivan Reyna. So here we go, the first play from scrimmage for the YMLA Lions. A non-district ball game. Swing coming out. Look for a swing pass there. The intended receiver was Anthony Amides, but we've got a big defender, a big body there defender, number 58, Caden Gillespie, knocking that ball away. So it's incomplete and 2nd down and 10. For the Brady Bulldogs defensively, looks like we've got DeMarcus Reed and Brody Powell, Naz Minifield, and Zach Ledesma up front defensively. Johnny Roque and Benjamin Valdez are the linebackers. Ethan Bernal, Elijah Stark, Colby Hinton, and Sean Jacoby and Ashton Taylor. Projected starters for the Brady Bulldogs. I don't see number 58 on there. Just made a nice play. 58 again for the Brady Bulldogs is Caden Gillespie. Oh, and the ball is on the ground and loose. If it stays in bounds, the YMLA Lions are showing us the football as if they have recovered it, and the officials are agreeing with them. So on the second play from scrimmage, the YMLA Lions will turn the ball over. The Brady Bulldogs short field inside easily. All right, we've got a player down on the field. The trainers are attending to him. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Right. Hold it, go.
gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we bring you back to live action here at the SAISD Sports Complex. The YMLA Lions, the Young Men's Leadership Academy Lions, have turned the ball over, and we had a break while the trainers looked after Anthony Amidas, who was shaken up a little bit and slow off the turf. He's helped to the sidelines and under his own power. But a first and goal for the Bulldogs at the Lions 8-yard line. So a quick start perhaps here for the Bulldogs offense. The quarterback will hold on to a fake give and will hold.
Number 13, Johnny Roque on the keeper.
Johnny Roque taking the snap there for the
gain of 1 on the play
for the Lions. Roque staying in there. We had anticipated Sean Jacoby at the quarterback spot, but it's going to be Johnny Roque who will start in that position here for the Bulldogs. So second down and goal, no gain on the play, and shotgun formation, running back by Roque. This time he is going to hand it off, and the Bulldogs put the ball right back on the turf, repaying the favor, and the Lions have come up with it. Number 40 for the YMLA Lions is Roberto Tovar. So dodging a bullet, the YMLA Lions giving up the ball inside the 10-yard line and denying the Bulldogs a score there. So things looked a little bleak for the Lions, but after that turnover, a little bit of Houdini's escape, so no score. We at the 11-minute mark have a lot of action already. 2 minutes have not passed. We had a couple of turnovers and some drama here. So the Lions back in action, back on offense. Jordan Johnson taking the snap. We got a man in motion, and he's going to bring it back out. Nice first touch catch by number 88, Cruz Mason Pena. Not a whole lot of yards to gain, though, but again,
number 88, Cruz Pena.
Coach Compos told us in the pregame visit that he had a lot of trust in Pena's hands, and you know, when you got a receiver that catches a ball on a first touch, no ricochet, no bounce, just kind of sponges it in. That's a good sign if you're coaching wide receivers. So we'll see how much the Lions will put the ball in the air. Jordan Johnson comes over to the sideline to get the call. Still 10 seconds left on the play clock. Plenty of time to line up. Lions taking it down to the 3-second 2 and just barely avoid a delay of game. This time a little bit of a veer, but the Bulldog defense up to the task. Number 3, they're quickly on the scene. Elijah Stark. Number 6 assisted on the tackle, Ethan Bernal. 74 was there as well, Brody Powell. So negative yardage in the first 2 plays here for the YMLA Lions with their backs against the wall, playing it kind of safe as any of us probably would there with only 3 yards between us and the end zone behind us. So we'll see what Coach Campos and the Lions will dial up with a 3rd and long, and the shotgun snap will be received in that end zone. A lot of pressure. We're going to look around, and it throws that ball away wisely, I would say, as number 24, the intended receiver, Brandon Michael Richardson, was very well covered. So the pass long and incomplete. The distance will remain 11 yards. Now the marker will show 4th down. So the Lions will have to punt out of their own end zone. The ball at the 3-yard line, so you've got your standard 12 yards there plus to punt comfortably. Sebastian Cervera is the punter for the Lions. The Bulldogs lining up at about the 35-yard line, and that football was deflected. I think it bounced off of his up back there and recovered by the Bulldogs. Ethan Bernal will get that loose ball and take it into the end zone. So touchdown.
Number 6, Ethan Bernal.
Touchdown Bulldogs. So the Lions avoided a Bulldog score here after giving the ball up, but another miscue on the punt as the punt was deflected away, and the Brady Bulldogs pick up the loose ball and get in the end zone and score that one. Thank you for joining us here at RC Audio Sports 2. Youngkin Productions is in the chat room. Thank you for joining us and visiting with us. Let us know where you're watching this from. A 2-point conversion. The handoff goes to number 32. That'll be Ashton Taylor, and pretty much untouched into the end zone. So score that 2-point conversion as successful. We've got 9 minutes and 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and the Brady Bulldogs are up 8-0. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
And we are back live at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Brady Bulldogs have taken a deflected punt and run it into the end zone. It was number 6, Ethan Bernal, doing that, and then the Bulldogs convert on the 2-point conversion after the touchdown. So their lead now is 8-0. 9 minutes and 4 seconds left to play here in the first quarter at the SAISD Sports Complex. Robert Villafranca and RC Audio Sports 2. We are privileged and very fortunate and happy to announce that we will be bringing you every game that is played here at the SAISD Complex. It's game 18. This is one of 18. Tonight, Yvette Diaz at the tech table, Gavin Quintanilla behind the play camera, and it's Reese Hernandez Robinson on the field for us. Manny Compos was scheduled to join us here tonight on this stream. He wasn't. He was feeling a little bit under the weather, and we told him to get well, and we catch him down the road. So for the Lions, it's number 2 who has taken the kickoff. He's reversed field, and he's out beyond the 35-yard line. Jonas Castro first decided to go left. He was out there at the numbers, and there was no place to go. Reversed field, and that decision was good for about a 14-yard gain from that point. So a little better field position for the Lions here inside their own 40-yard line at the 38. The yard marker will go 1st and 10 for the Lions, and I would imagine with this much room between them and the end zone behind them, they might get a little less risk averse in their play calling. Tough to call plays with only 3 yards between you and the end zone at your back. Jordan Johnson at the quarterback position calls for the snap. He looks for an interception right across the middle. Number 13 is number 13 for the Bulldogs. He could go all the way. Johnny Roque steps in front of the pass and gets a posse there to lead him into the end zone, and he gets there. So on back-to-back plays, the Brady Bulldogs have scored, now extending their lead to 14-0. Of course, they had the 2-point conversion. Here's the replay. Yvette Day is doing a great job at the tech table. Bella Diaz, I think I'm calling her Yvette. Bella Tejas. Thank you, Bella. Doing a great job at the tech table. And Sean Jacoby taking over the quarterback duties will take it in himself. So back-to-back touchdowns and back-to-back two-point conversions for the Bulldogs of Brady, Texas. Have given them a 16-0 lead with 8 minutes and 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
So we bring you back to SAISD Sports Complex. Of course, it's Bella Tejas at the tech table. For those of you unfamiliar with the Tejas family, Yvette is mom and also the owner of Soul Rose, a brand new sponsor for RC Audio Sports. So Yvette gets a couple of extra mentions. It's Bella Tejas, who is our director extraordinaire here with us tonight. Sean Jacoby, also the kicker, a high lob kick over there by the sideline, but it's going to have to be fielded. And again, number 2 will pick that up, and another little Houdiniac for Jonas Castro. It looked like disaster for the Lions, but he's able to get possession and get that ball back again across the 35-yard line. So the familiar territory for the YMLA Lions, a 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line, about where they were last time, when they threw the interception that was returned for a touchdown by the Bulldogs. So the Lions will break their huddle in a shotgun and 2-back set. Looks like we've got a slot back near us, twin receivers wide on the top. Little cross action in the back, and the handoff goes to number 11, Yaniv Rocket King, and he gets some positive yardage on the play. Forward progress is going to take him to the 37-yard line. That'll be a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 now for the Lions.
Gain of 1 on the play, brings up 2nd and 9 for the Lions.
Coach Compos in his pregame visit. We appreciate the coaches who give their time so generously to us to allow us to introduce them to our viewers and give us a little bit of a glimpse of what we are going to see during the game. But Coach Compos tells us that the YMLA Lions this year are going to spend a little more time in the huddle. They were maybe more up-tempo last year, but when you are coaching in the lower divisions, Yaniv Rocket King, again, a few more yards off tackle to the left. Will bring a 3rd and 7. But when you're coaching in the 2A and 3A D2 spots, again, you don't have a whole lot of personnel, and many of your kids are going both ways, and that makes it very tough to run an up-tempo offense for 48 minutes, and so Coach Compos thinks that it's a wise move for the Alliance to slow things down a little bit, get back in that huddle, and conserve that energy to last, and so they can be playing hard there in the 4th quarter. The clock winding down, under 5 seconds. The Lions are going to be hard pressed to get this one off on time, and the back judge will blow his whistle and throw his flag. He's going to tell us it's a delay of game. So 4 yards gained on 2 plays. Got the official near us, though, is telling us that a timeout was called. No, wave the flag off. The referee tells us no flag. We had a timeout, so the timeout is used, but no flag, so no penalty. It'll be 3rd and 7 when we come back. While we have a little break in the action, I'd like to tell you about Presidio Concrete, second year as a sponsor for us. Presidio Concrete, owned by Hector Gonzalez and Dre Gutierrez, in business since 2021. In 4 short years, they have really made a mark in the concrete contracting industry. They've done jobs like the gorilla enclosure at the zoo, the stadium, the concrete work at Veterans Memorial Stadium. But don't be intimidated by what they're able to do, big or small, residential or commercial, private or public. If you've got a concrete need, Presidio Concrete is the phone call that you need to make. And we are back to live action over again. Just looking for that swing pass to the right, but big bulldog paw in the middle of the between the quarterback and the receiver there, knocked away, incomplete. So it'll be 4th down and 7 from the Lions' own 39-yard line. They're going to send their punt team back out in the field. Punting for YMLA number 3 is Sebastian Cervera. He's a senior kicker, a defensive back, and a wide receiver. On this roster for both of these clubs, you'll see an offensive position and a defensive position. Most of these athletes are playing both ways. So that ball will be spotted at the Bulldog 36-yard line.
On the punt.
About a 25-yard punt on that kick. The Bulldogs will take possession now from their own 36-yard line. They've had the benefit of a very short field they weren't able to capitalize on, but they ran back a blocked punt for a touchdown, and then the defense scored just a little while ago for their second touchdown. This is the most disadvantageous position for the Bulldogs. And the handoff will go right up the middle and all the way to the 30, being chased, and he's not going to go all the way as he gets tackled. Number 32, a big gain on the play. It's Ashton Taylor. Offensively for the Bulldogs, they're going to be up-tempo. Let me see if I can get you the offensive lineup. Up at the front, Marcus Reed is a tight end. Zach Ledesma, South Smith, Calvin Gillespie, and Naz Minifield are the linemen. Elijah Stark, Ethan Bernal, and Rylan Pettigoat are the receivers. The quarterback, Sean Jacoby, and Ashton Taylor, Kobe Hinton keep him company back there. This time it is Sean Jacoby on the fake handoff, and the keeper running for the corner in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Sean Jacoby, a senior and a third-year starter. What a luxury it is for Coach Jiren Roberts and that staff and this team to have a quarterback taking snaps with so much experience under his belt. The Bulldogs, again, lining up for a 2-point conversion. We haven't seen them try an extra point kick yet. Sean Jacoby asking for the snap, 3 wide receivers to the top. He's going to look for one to break, and he's got a receiver open, and he can't hold on to the football. An intended receiver is Hinton, is Kobe Hinton. The pass is incomplete. The extra point attempt is unsuccessful, so 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter, 22-0. The Bulldogs are up. Again, another break in the action. Let me visit with one of the sponsors if you can do that for me, Bella. We welcome New to our sponsorship team. New today. Today's our first team on the team. It is Mac Hakes, Southway Ford, David Benavides, and Anthony Martinez playing an integral role in having Mac Hake join the sponsorship team. We're going to tell you all about him as the year progresses. But Southway Ford is located right in the heart of Southside. Off of IH-35, just south of Zarzamora Road, and many of our schools and many of our communities, many of our viewers are from that area. If you are looking for a car, Mac Hake has got it. David Benavides, Anthony Martinez are going to lead you to the best deal that you can find. A lot of experience for those guys. We were talking about Sean Jacoby, but David Benavides, Anthony Martinez have been in the business for decades, and they're going to get you the best deal that you can get.
Flag on the play.
Delay a game, I believe, is the call.
Game on the Bulldogs.
Not a very common call, a delay a game against a kickoff team. But we'll see it here today. Sometimes you'll see calls like this in the opening game early in the season. Sean Jacoby, the quarterback, also the kicker on kickoffs. We've seen lob kicks coming up to here, and again, this one's going to be tough to handle. Boy, it's on the turf. A spinner. The ball stayed the ball stayed vertical to the playing field, perpendicular to the playing field, and boy, that was a tough one to handle. But the Lions do handle it and cover the kickoff at their 47-yard line. So this will be the Lions' most advantageous spot, and we'll see if they can get the ball across the 50 and down the field, and see if they can put a drive together against a very stout Bulldog defense. And a delay of game here for the Lions, taking just a little bit too long to line up. A third delay of game that we have seen already here in the first quarter. And again, those things are most likely to happen early in the season as you start getting trying to figure your tempo out. Here, after a timeout, after a dead ball like that, a penalty, you only get 25 seconds. You don't get the 40 seconds that you get after a live ball tackle, and so. Cut your time down by 15 seconds. The Lions are going to have to rush this one up just a little bit. It's time to snap from under center, and the veer goes to the left, and number 10, Jordan Johnson.
Number 10, Jordan Johnson on the keeper.
Gets some nice positive yardage there. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage, so this next snap will be a 2nd down and 14 snap for the Lions.
Be 2nd and 14.
A live ball tackle. The play clock will reset at 40 seconds, so a little bit more time for the Lions to get the play in and get the snap off. The Lions are still looking for their first down. Brady Bulldog defense is pretty stout. That ball goes right up the middle and to the heart of the defense. Number 74, Brody Powell, right there with it. He got some assistance by big number 77, Nazar Menefield. So to use Glenn Revel's line, they got some big bodies there on the defensive front four. For the Brady Bulldogs. 58 will come in, Caden Gillespie. An interesting last name, Gillespie is. It was a Gillespie that played for the Aggies just a few years ago, was a 12th man often for the Aggies. Going to have to check with a Brady Bulldog fan and see if that is the same family. Incomplete is the pass, and Lucky, 64, came very close to intercepting that for Brady. 64, DeMarcus Reed. So that'll bring 4th and long again for the Lions, still unable to move the ball against the Brady Bulldogs defense. And their punt team will be back out on the field. Sean Jacoby is one of the returners for Brady Bulldogs. Looking for a number here on the near return man. And that ball will roll dead at the 40. The Bulldogs will take possession there at the 40-yard line. So the Brady Bulldogs up 22-0 in the early going. The offense will get the ball once again. Jiren Roberts, the head coach for the Brady Bulldogs. He's assisted by Heath Region, Danny Villanueva, Michael Eckert, Travis Pape, Ken Ecton, CJ Camarillo, Dalton Cozart, and Ramon Prieto. Athletic trainer is Taylor Owens. Sean Jacoby, all the time in the world, looking for a receiver, finds one out on the sideline in front of the Bulldogs. Number 3 for Brady Bulldogs is Elijah Stark. So Sean Jacoby, we've seen him run the ball a couple of times, and he can do that. And we've just seen a strike from Sean Jacoby to Elijah Stark there. So as Coach Roberts told us in the pregame visit, very much a dual threat. Coach Roberts tells us that Sean Jacoby's gotten a couple of offers from schools around Texas. Big quarterback, stands at about 6'3", again, throws strikes, and this time his receiver is Rylan Pettigo. Another first down for the Bulldogs, and the chain markers will move to the about the 30-yard line, I guess the yard at the 29, we'll call it. So first and 10 for the Brady Bulldogs at the Lions' 29-yard line. The Bulldogs on the move. Great protection for Sean Jacoby, and he's going over the top this time. He's got a receiver and just misses the mark. Elijah Stark, the intended receiver, and just off by a hair there. Stark had gotten behind the defender and just unable to connect. We've got a timeout, and the Lions have called it, so it'll be their second timeout of the half. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh.
And we are back live at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Lions of YMLA have called their second time out of the first half. They've got one remaining. The Bulldogs on the march and have been hard to stop here in the early going. 4 minutes left to go. We're still in the first quarter. 22-0 is the lead for the Bulldogs. First and 10 at the Lions' 29-yard line. Sean Jacoby handling the quarterback duties. He'll take the snap and a quick out pass again to Stark. And Stark, yards after catch, a good 12, 13 yards after the catch will bring up another first down. So three first downs and 4 plays. There was an incomplete pass in between there, and the Bulldogs are in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The down marker says 1. So the Bulldogs will have at least four plays. I would imagine this is 4 down territory to move the chains. They haven't needed 4 yet. They'll have 4 if they need them. This time the handoff goes to the running back. Number 32 is Ashton Taylor, and looks like another 10-yard gain for the Bulldogs and another first down. So inside the 10-yard line now, the chains are set down. So We've got a 1st and goal. The ball at the ball resting at the Lions' 7-yard line.
On the 9-yard line.
Brady Bulldogs compete in 5-3A D2. They are from Region 2, Brady, Texas, right in the center, at the heart of Texas. They call themselves. You put a pin in the what you would call the middle of Texas. You would be putting a pin on Brady, Texas. Ashton Taylor again will take the handoff and getting some running very, very tough. About 5 yards after contact, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 32, Gary Ashton Taylor.
Last year, the Brady Bulldogs were 8-3 for the season. 11 games means they made it to the playoffs. 4-1 in district. Finished 2nd in district. Lost to Jacksboro in the by-district round. 27-54 was the score. They compete in a district with Clifton, Dublin, Early, Easton, and Tolar. This is a non-district game, of course. The Bulldogs traveling 160 miles, probably down US 87 through Fredericksburg and into San Antonio. Sean Jacoby takes the handoff, and the 2-point conversion is not good. We've got a flag over here on the near sideline, and we'll see if that flag is going to give the Bulldogs another opportunity to get that 2-point conversion. The official on the sideline near us threw the flag kind of late in the play. Officials conferring about it. I'm not sure if that was a live ball foul. If it's a live ball foul against the Lions, then the Bulldogs will get another opportunity. If it's a dead ball foul, it'll be assessed. Got holding is the call. Holding is live ball foul. Holding against the Brady Bulldogs, and of course that play will be. That penalty will be declined, as the extra point attempt was not good. So after the score, 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to play. 28-0 is the score. Brady Bulldogs up on the YMLA Lions. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex. The Brady Bulldogs have traveled from Brady, Texas here to face the YMLA Lions. It's a non-district ball game. The YMLA Lions have 3 non-district ball games before they start their competition against 15-3 AD2, competing in Region 4. And if there has been a bright spot for the Lions, Jonas Castro has been it on kickoff returns. That's a third very, very nice kickoff return for the junior Jonas Castro, running courageously right back up past the 30-yard line, and the down marker is going to be planted at the 34. So again, mid-field kind of possession, field position for the Lions. Again, have struggled mightily to move the football and to move the chains. We'll see if they can do some damage here on this possession. Got motion coming across, and then the wide out jumping over there at the top, number 12 is Nathan Reed. So that's a false start and a 5-yard penalty. The Lions are going to have to clean some of that up, struggling to move the ball without the penalties, and the penalties just complicating things just a bit. So a 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 15, and the Lions will line up once again. Aiden Garcia being brought across the formation in motion. He'll set in the slot back, and no handoff. We got a flag in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Jordan Johnson will be run out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. We'll see what that flag is. Thrown right in the middle of the line of scrimmage could be a bunch of different things. Not necessarily holding, where you would think all those offensive linemen are, but the odds are that it could be. The Bulldogs looking over to the sideline and informing their coaching staff that it's going to go against the Lions. We'll see if that holds true. Still haven't had a call from the referee. And it's a chop block there by the interior lineman. That is a big penalty.
The play. We've got a chop block.
Chop block against the Lions. You got to stay up above the waist on that initial contact, lineman to lineman. That rule. Oh, another flag here as he's getting. As the official is marking off the penalty. Chop block was a relatively new rule. Used to be that from tackle to tackle you could make first contact below the waist, but try to prevent injury in a very physical sport. That rule was changed so that linemen and running backs also, when they're pass blocking, that first contact has to be above the waist. If you make the first contact there below the waist, that's a big 15-yard penalty. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, that's a dead ball foul against the Lions. So the ball resting at the 13-yard line, that will be half the distance to the goal. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So I'm going to anticipate that the next snap will come from about somewhere in between the 6 and 7-yard line for the Lions. So still first down, but first down and forever. I'm looking at 20, 30, about 37 yards here.
Penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense.
And once again, the Lions taking snaps with their backs against the wall. The handoff goes to number 21, Dazzle Moore, a junior. Very little gain on the play, if any at all. And that'll bring up second and a bunch. The end of Rocket King. Taking a timeout there on the sideline and re-enters the ball game. Reese Hernandez Robinson on the sideline camera doing some great work for us. Gavin Quintanilla up here upstairs running the play cam for RC Audio Sports. It's Bella Diaz at the tech table, director extraordinaire. And a flare pass out. Again, the intended receiver was Cruz Mason Pena, but converging on that quickly for the Bulldogs number 6 was Ethan Bernal. So no gain on the play on the incomplete pass. Third down and a bunch to go. About 35 yards to go to move the chains. The Lions are still looking for their first down of the game, of the season. It is a season opener. And as one of the Lions runs runs off the play, runs off the field. That's 12 men breaking the huddle, and that's going to be an illegal substitution. So that'll be mark off half the distance to the goal. So the Lions moving backwards.
Illegal participation on the offense.
The swing pass out to number 24, Brandon Michael Richardson. Gets possession of the pass and a few yards gained on the play, not nearly enough. So a fourth down in a bunch, and the YMLA Lions punt team will take the field. Sean Jacoby back to return the punt. He'll be teamed up with, when I see a number, I'll let you know. It's number 3, Elijah Stark. So Sean Jacoby and Elijah Stark have connected on a couple of offensive plays. They're pretty explosive. We got an official counting. He thinks he sees too many, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are too many on the field. Let's not 12 but 13. So that's definitely a penalty. Illegal substitution or illegal participation, and the ball will move back another half the distance, which will be about 4 yards. So the Lions go deeper into their territory to punt the ball out of their end zone. This will be the second time that they'll have to punt, that they've had to punt out of their end zone. The last time that happened, the kick was blocked, and the Bulldogs returned it for a touchdown. Let's see if the Lions can get this one away. End over end, a nice bounce for the Lions. And the ball rolls dead at the 40-yard line. And the Bulldogs will take possession here at the Lions' 40-yard line. So a little extracurricular activity there on the punt return for the Bulldogs. The Lions faithful not appreciating it and lining up for fans to be heard here from the bleachers. Nothing outside of the rules. The officials keep their flags in their pockets. No call. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Lions' 41-yard line. Sean Jacoby still handling the quarterback duties. Again, right down the middle, number 88 this time for YMLA Cruz, Mason Pena, who Coach Compos tells us has a very good set of hands and a very good receiver. We see what he can do from the from his defensive position, and we'll call that an interception. That'll be the play of the game so far for the Lions, as they get an interception as the Bulldogs had a short field. So 2 turnovers for the Bulldogs have denied them a couple of scores. Cruz, Mason Pena reading that very well, stepping up into the pass and making a nice interception for YMLA. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. The Lions are lining up. Jordan Johnson getting his equipment in order. And he's going to break the pocket. He's telling his receiver to go downfield. Oh, that hit was a little bit out of bounds, and the official right on top of it is going to make that call. So that will be a personal foul against the Bulldogs. That will be a 15-yard penalty. And the Lions will enjoy their first down of the evening. Personal foul, the referee tells us, against the Bulldogs on the near sideline. That one was pretty evident. A 15-yard penalty will move the ball up to the Lions' 48-yard line. 1st and 10, move the chains, and the Lions here threatened to get across that 50-yard line for the first time this evening. A minute to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs have controlled the game for the first 12 minutes. See if the Lions have an answer to all that. Good protection. He's going to swing that pass again. Pena, absolutely good hands over there. Leaves his feet and parallel to the ground, extends and makes the catch. So a 3-yard gain on the play. The Lions are across the 50-yard line. So before the end of the first quarter, the Lions do get a first down. Let's see if they can put 2 first downs together here, back to back, get a little drive going. The Bulldogs of Brady have dominated the game thus far. 28-0 is the score as the clock is winding down to the end of the first quarter. Very likely to be the last play of the first quarter. Jordan Johnson asked for the snap. He's getting some pretty good protection there. He's going to break the pocket, however. He can't find a receiver, and he's going to have to tuck and run. Doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And the buzzer goes off. So that's the end of the first quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching high school football, I beg your pardon, on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Shout out to all you sports fans. This is Desi Martinez with Martinez & Associates, and I'm proud to announce that along with RC Audio Sports, we're starting the coveted Athlete of the Week program. Those athletes are going to be voted on by you. And guess what? Every voter gets a chance to win a $50 gift card from Martinez & Associates simply by entering a valid email address. It's important to note that every Athlete of the Week winner is automatically entered into the Martinez & Associates Athlete of the Year contest, the winner of which is going to receive a cash donation for their school's athletic department. So if you want to vote for your favorite Athlete of the Week, go to martinez-law.com, martinez-law.com, and vote for your favorite athletes.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex, the end of the first quarter, now the beginning of the second. The teams will reorient themselves. The Lions now moving from south to north. The pass is incomplete. 4th and 9 is the situation right around midfield. Again, the Lions have struggled to move the ball, and this may be a situation where the Lions are going to take a fourth opportunity to do so. 4th and 9, midfield, down 28-0. I don't fault this call one bit. Two wides to the top and 2 wides here down near us. Johnson looks downfield, and he is gonna be tackled at the line of scrimmage, so unable to get that second first down, that second consecutive first down. The ball is at midfield, and it will go over on downs. The Bulldogs will take possession at the 50-yard line. So the Bulldogs don't appear to be in any hurry. Playing with a tight end and 2 wideouts. A little bit of a pistol formation out of the shotgun, and Taylor will take the snap right up the middle, breaks a few tackles, and he's out loose on the second level down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Ashton Taylor, a tough runner, takes a football from the 50-yard line, so a 50-yard gain for Taylor and a score on the first play of the second quarter. The lead will extend to 34. The Bulldogs are yet to try a kick conversion, so they line up for a 2 again. The Lions have been successful in stopping a couple of them. Ashton Taylor right behind his blocker on his feet in the end zone, so count that 2-point conversion as successful. 36-0 is the score. The Bulldogs in firm control here. 11 minutes and 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
And we bring you back live. We've just started the second quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Brady Bulldogs scored on the first play of the second quarter, and they're ready to kick off. The ball squibbed across the middle. Roberto Tovar will land on it and take possession for the Lions. So the Lions now will start this possession from their own 30-yard line. You're watching football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We are privileged to be streaming every game that is going to be played here at the complex. 18 of them. This is game 1. Over the stretch of the year, we'll enjoy watching all of the SAISD schools as they come through here. Play a couple of games here, a couple of games at Alamo Stadium, and then the other half of their games away. But because they play, because SAISD complex in the Alamo Stadium houses 12-5A football, those teams all in the SAISD complex, we'll see quite a few. We'll see every team a couple of times throughout the season. Edison and Sam Houston and Lanier and Jefferson. Of course, YMLA here. Highlands, Brackenridge. Some great rivalries in 12-5A and SAISD. Some long and storied traditions among these programs, and we're privileged to bring those to you. YMLA is in SAISD, but it competes in 15-3A D2. The only school in SAISD that does not compete in 12-5A D2. Again, the Lions bring motion across and will hand the ball off. Around the left side is number 21, Dazelle Moore. And it's a nice running ability, some nice blocks as the Lions were able to seal off pursuit, and Moore had some running room around the left side. Out across the 35-yard line, all the way to the 37, third down and 3 for YMLA.
They'll bring up third down. One line.
Robert Villafranca here. We got a timeout being called. The officials are saying, I'm taking it. After the substitution, the Lions will break their huddle, 3rd and 3 from their own 37-yard line. again, it's more running hard after a contact, and yeah, you got to cross the first down marker. So another first down for the YMLA Lions. Out to the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, YMLA. Moving towards midfield. Having a little success on the ground. They've thrown the ball well, and of course, Peña has proven to be the receiver that Coach Compos was telling us about. But most of the yardage over the air has been very short yardage. And once again, it's Moore as he is trying to find some running room around the right side. Goes up the middle and is contacted, but nice pursuit there by the Bulldogs, number 64, for Brady leading the charge there. Number 64 is DeMarcus Reed. Loss on the play of a couple of yards, 2nd down and 12. The ball moves back to the 39-yard line. Once again, Moore, Coach Campos liking what he sees over there, and Denzel Moore running dazzlingly. And it looks like he may have crossed the first down marker again. So back-to-back first downs for the Lions, the first time that we've seen that tonight. This might be the coming out party for number 21, Denzel Moore, running back, defensive back. He's just a junior, but 3 nice carries for him in this on this drive. Across the 50-yard line now on the Bulldogs end of the field. It's at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. This time Yaniv Rocket King getting the task to carry the ball back into the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain on the play. Coach Campos keeping the ball here on the ground on this possession. Lions breaking the huddle. Still 13 seconds left to play on the play clock. They're going to keep 2 running backs in the backfield this time, and the snap is going to come from under center. Handoff, and boy, the Bulldogs just escort that running back backwards. Number 13 there quickly, Johnny Roque. Good contact, and they just lift him off his feet and escort him backwards. Forward possession was to the 49-yard line, so that's where the down marker will be. 3rd down and 11 from the Lions, from the Bulldogs' 39-yard line.
49-yard line.
This time Yaniv Rocket King gets a handoff. So Moore and King sharing the running duties here on this possession. A nice run by King, about 5 yards after contact. As he just a lot of lower body strength there for King, getting the ball across the or inside the 45-yard line. So once again, the Lions will go for it on 4th down. Taking the snap under center, and it is Dazel Moore refusing to go down. He's going to find some running room. The Lions will chase him down, though, and tackle him before he gets to that 1st down marker. Nice run. It's not enough to move the chains, and the ball will go over on downs. The Bulldogs will take possession now from their own 43-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. At the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
And the PA announcer tells us that 1st and 10 from the 42, we're going to call it, the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
There we go. So the Bulldogs slow out of the huddle. Now ready to snap the ball here with a big lead in the first half, 36-0, the Bulldogs lead. And an incomplete pass. Sean Jacoby, again, very well protected, and just a short rollout to the left, and just unable to get that ball caught. It was a nice pass, just couldn't get his hands around it. Again, Jacoby, short rollout to his left, very well protected. He's going to tuck and run here and get tackled here behind the line of scrimmage. Good, we'll call that one a coverage sack, as Jacoby could not find an open receiver. He tried to extend the play, but the Lions were there in pursuit. Number 76, big part of that play, Glorious Moore. One of the few tackles for loss that the Lions defense has had so far this year. Well, yeah, I guess that's correct, too. This year it's the first game of the season. So 3rd and 12 is the situation. The Bulldogs will be snapping from their own 40-yard line. And a hard count will bring the Lions across. A free play for the Bulldogs, and that's an interception. And it's not going to count, folks, I'm going to tell you. So number 13 makes a nice play on the ball, Aiden Garcia, but it's going to be all for naught, as the hard count brought the defense across the neutral zone, and the officials letting the play run is the tell that that was not against the offense, because had the offense moved, the play would have been blown dead. The play being allowed to run, the indication that that was going to go against the defense. Offsides, the referee tells us, against the Lions, just as we had assumed, and 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down, and probably the worst part about that, if you're rooting for the Lions, is that the interception is not going to stand. So at 3rd and 7 now, the line of scrimmage is the Bulldog 45-yard line. Sean Jacoby will get a mulligan on that. The interception will not go into the record books or onto the stats. Gets another chance at this one. Jacoby will keep the ball and breaks a couple of tackles and just runs over another tackler in the secondary. He's running free now into the end zone. Call that a touchdown for the Bulldogs, and that was really got to hurt because the Lions had intercepted on the play before, nullified by a offsides call. And given a second chance, Sean Jacoby makes the most of it and scores a touchdown. on a keeper. Had to have been contacted at least 3 or 4 times. Belateas on the tech table giving us a replay there. Scored that a touchdown for Sean Jacoby. So the Bulldogs are the 40s now. 42-0 is the score, and they're looking for 2 more, a reverse. Number 3 ends up with the ball. That is Elijah Stark, and he will go into the end zone untouched. And we've got a timeout on the field after the score. 44-0 is the score after the extra point conversion. It is high school football on the SAISD from the SAISD Sports Complex on RC Audio Sports 2. We're going to take a short break. Come on back.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Seven Cents Media has joined our sponsorship team as well. We got a personal foul on the Lions getting called here. We'll tell you about 7 Cents Media in just a bit. The personal foul will be we'll see that penalty.
We've got a personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct.
So the kickoff will move up 15 yards. 7 Cents Media, new to our sponsorship team, and as you saw there on in the video, all your video needs, podcasting, documentaries, music videos, even photography. Had a webpage there. Isaiah Castro and Sebastian Castro, who have been on the RC Audio Sports team for some years now, as camera staff, and that's what they do when they're not with RC Audio Sports. 7 Cents Media. All your video needs. So the kickoff will come from the Lions' 45-yard line. We've seen the Bulldogs lob kick on all of their kickoffs leading up to this, and a lob kick from this position can be still could end up a very disadvantageous field position for the Lions. Pena will take the kickoff at the 5-yard line and come out beyond the 20 to about the 25-yard line before they run him out of bounds. Yvette Deas is new to our sponsorship team with Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Contact information is right there on the screen. She can help you with all of your Medicare needs, whether you are enrolled currently. You know, when you're on Medicare, you have to re-enroll every year. So whether you are enrolled or you're looking forward to being enrolled in Medicare, Yvette Deas can answer all of your questions there with Medicare and other insurance needs. Glad to have Yvette Deas, mom of Bella, on our sponsorship team. Thank you for joining us, Yvette. And the pass intended for Aiden Garcia, just out of reach, incomplete. So the line of scrimmage will remain the 25-yard line for the YMLA Lions. Back in the huddle, we are in the second quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex in the season opener. It's a non-district ball game. The Brady Bulldogs have traveled 160 miles from the heart of Texas to beautiful SAISD complex to play this non-district game. 44-0 is the score as we approach the 1 minute mark. A draw play up the middle, looking for some kind of gap in the stout Bulldog defense. It'll be good for about a 3-yard gain on the play. And it'll keep the clock running. The Lions here have an option to run a play or let the clock run out. It looks like they're going to want to run a play before the half. Very likely to be the last play of the half. The play clock and the game clock identical in time at the 5-second mark and rolling down. I don't think that the Lions are going to get this one off. And the buzzer sounds. That'll be the end of the first half of play here in the first game of the season at the SAISD Sports Complex. The score, we're going to the dressing rooms with the Brady Bulldogs leading 44-0 tonight, as we do on all of our streams. We're going to come back and feature the bands and their halftime performances. But before we do that, we're going to take a break. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex. It's the halftime performances at halftime here in the game between Brady and YMLA, as we always do. We are going to bring you the halftime performances. I'm going to bring my mic down. I'm going to put up the crowd mic so we can listen to the announcer for the band and enjoy halftime along with us.
year's show is entitled Paint It Black, a tribute to all armed forces personnel.
Okay.
The Brady Band would like to take this opportunity to recognize all our armed forces personnel who have served or are currently serving now. Please stand and be recognized for your service. We thank you. And now, the band will perform Movement 1 of our show, Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival, featuring trumpet soloist Samantha Reyes and Kason Vaughn, and clarinet soloists Haley Woolard and Jayden Patterson. Brady Fight Song. Band members of the week are Lariah Laco and Alex Allen. Section of the week is the trumpets. The band would like to take this opportunity to thank Superintendent Dr. Hector Martinez, Assistant Superintendent Richard Sweeney, Principal Lori Hollybeck, and all of the administration, faculty, staff, band boosters, and parents for their continued support. Thank you very much for coming out tonight and supporting these fine young people. Please join us next week at Hunter Stadium as the Bulldogs play Mason. This has been Christy Taylor, the voice of the Bulldog Band.
The Brady Bulldog Marching Band, they took the 160-mile trip along with their football team. The community is out here. The spirit is out here for the Bulldogs. That was their halftime performance. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to enjoy YMLA's halftime performance.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
grab it, let's go.
Come on, Victor. Hold it. Go.
And next up, the YMLA Marching Band. We are going to turn my mic down, turn up the PA announcer's mic, and enjoy halftime with us.
Rhythm, precision, and drive that power the inner workings of the machine. The Young Men's Leadership Academy Band is under the direction of Mr. Roman Perales, with Principal Mr. Derek Brown proudly leading our campus. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy Into the Heart of the Machine. And now, the power, the pride, the passion. Give it up for The Roar.
And there you have it, the halftime performance for a YMLA marching band. Each week, every time that RC Audio Sports or RC Audio Sports 2.
Without you, none of this would be possible.
Anytime we stream a football game, we keep the cameras live for the halftime performances. We like to honor those groups that perform at halftime for all of their hard work and the spirit that they bring to their communities. Certainly deserving of the RC Audio Sports spotlight, and we love shining our light on them. Again, at the SAISD Sports Complex, we are at halftime here. The Bulldogs and the Lions in their dressing rooms, the Brady Bulldogs, out to a 44-0 lead. We got about 10 minutes left to go here at halftime. We're going to take a short break, do some commerce. Don't go away. We'll be back for the second half.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez & Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new...
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor.
Right.
Hold it,
Move,
go.
move.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex, where we are streaming the Brady Bulldogs versus the YMLA Lions. It's all things Brady to this point. 44-0 is the score at halftime. We will be bringing you every game from the SAISD Sports Complex this football season. The 18 total. We're in 1 of 18. Next week, next Thursday, we'll be back here for San Antonio Vets versus Burbank. On Friday, we'll be back for Kingsville versus Highlands. And then Saturday, it's Floresville versus Houston. 3 big non-district ball games for SAISD schools being played here, right here on the complex. So we've got, if you will, for the week, a triple header Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. San Antonio Vets playing Burbank, Kingsville against Highlands, and Floresville against Houston. 3 big games next week. If you are watching, if you're here with us, while you're here, subscribe to RC Audio Sports 2 so that you never miss any of our action. Also, if you have a minute, we certainly do. We're at halftime and still about 5 minutes left to go before the second half kickoff. Go on over to RC Audio Sports 1. Go to RC Audio Sports, our original streaming channel, and subscribe to that. You'll never miss any of the games that we bring you. Have a big volleyball game coming up next Tuesday. It's going to be the South San Bobcats visiting the McCullum Cowboys. Both of those teams have started 2-0 in district play, and anytime South San and McCollum get together, you know that's going to be a heated competition, as was the case yesterday with the stream that we brought you from South San Stadium on the football teams met at South San Stadium. South San victorious in that game, 30-27. It was close throughout. McCollum fought valiantly. It was just really a great way to start the season with a game like that. But we have South San and McCollum once again. This time it's the volleyball teams facing off against each other on Tuesday, and we'll be streaming that on RC Audio Sports, not RC Audio Sports 2, but on RC Audio Sports. So make sure that you're subscribed to both of those channels and come visit us when we are live. Right now, currently, we're at halftime here, but on RC Audio Sports, our other team is Bobby Mendez and Glenn Ravel. They're over at Southwest, where Harlandale is playing, and from what I understand, it's halftime over there. 7-7 is the score, so got a good ball game going on over there. You're here at SAISD Sports Complex on RC Audio Sports 2. We'll be back for the second half kickoff after a word from our sponsors.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we bring you back for the second half here at the SAISD Sports Complex of Brady. Bulldogs have taken the 160-mile trip from Brady, Texas, over here to the SAISD Sports Complex. YMLA Lions are hosting them here in the season opener. It has been all Bulldogs all night. 44-0 is the score after two quarters of play. Of course, the Brady Bulldogs last year, playoff team, 8-3 overall, 4-1. In district play, they finished second and were eliminated in the by-district round by Jacksboro. This is a very senior team for Brady. Coach Roberts visiting with us before the game, letting us know that they've really been building towards this group for some time now. Sean Jacoby, a 3-year quarterback starter, and several kids playing for the Bulldogs here, and they're earning their third letters and having started for 3 straight years. With the senior group, Coach Roberts certainly hopes to improve even on the last year's playoff team and maybe get beyond that by-district round into area and beyond. We'll keep an eye on the Brady Bulldogs as we go through the season. YMLA Coach Andrew Compos has taken the reins here for the Lions and looking to get them back into the playoffs. Last year was the first year since the Lions in their existence that they did not make the playoffs, and Coach Compos has taken the reins. He worked here he served here as a coordinator, but now the head coach. First game is a tough one here against the Brady Bulldogs, a big team, a big, talented, and experienced team, and it's a tall order for the Lions here. Non-district ball game, nonetheless. The outcome of this game will not determine whether or not the Lions make the playoffs or whether the Bulldogs do either. But it's one of 3 non-district ball games that the Lions will play. They've got Brady tonight, JFK in week 2, and then they play Crystal City in the third non-district ball game before they start their district games against Stockdale and Dilley and Karn City, Nixon Smiley, Cotulla, Poth, and Natalia. They compete in 15-3A. 3A generally is a rural district. The YMLA Lions, one of few inner city schools that compete in that division. But I'm sure that it makes for some interesting road trips both ways for some of those rural programs to come this way and for us to go out and visit those programs. Boy, a tunnel screen set up just perfectly. And Sean Jacoby gave it enough time to develop. That's number 6 coming back across untouched. Ethan Bernal will score the touchdown. That's about as well as you can execute a tunnel screen. And boy, Ethan Bernal catching that ball and nobody between him and the end zone from about the 50-yard line. And on the first play from scrimmage in the third quarter, the Brady Bulldogs extend their lead now to 50, and they'll be lining up for 2. Haven't seen an extra point tee and an extra point kicker all night, so I imagine that this is what they do. They go for 2. They score. They go for 2. Ashton Taylor, who's had some success running behind a big lineman over there, untouched into the end zone, so add another 2 to the Brady Bulldogs score. It's 52-0 as we are getting that third quarter started. Billy, give me the live comm split there. Visit with you about some of our new sponsors this year, and Mac Hake has joined the sponsorship team. We're so excited to have them. A car dealership right smack dab in the middle of the south side of San Antonio, right where most of our schools are. David Benavides and Anthony Martinez are going to guide you through that buying process. Decades of experience between them. And you can expect there no hard sell. If you're thinking about buying a car, you just need some advice and want to have an idea, ballpark figure about what you can afford and what would be a good deal for you. David Benavides, Anthony Martinez will help you through that. It's not an easy process, but we're glad to have them. Mac Hake, David Benavides, Anthony Martinez. Thank you for joining our sponsorship team. And the kickoff goes to the YMLA Lions. Returning the kickoff again for them was number 2, Jonas Castro. And Jonas Castro has really shown, been a shining light here for the Lions here on the kickoff return. That's some pretty nice ones. I'm going to go out on a limb and going to say that before this season is over, Castro's going to get one back. Runs with a lot of courage, and we've seen him run tough, and we've seen him run finesse on a couple of opportunities, and looks like the kind of athlete that you want returning kicks. Nobody open, a quarterback draw, and the quarterback Jordan Johnson tuck and run, and a 10-yard gain on the play across the first down marker. So on their first play from scrimmage, the YMLA Lions will earn a first down.
From the 42-yard line.
Oh, he went out of bounds just before he crossed that yard mark. So not a first down yet. 2nd and 1 now for the YMLA Lions. Johnson comes over to the sideline and gets the call directly from the coaching staff. YMLA Lions, of course, head coach Andrew Compos, the offensive coordinators LeVar Newsom, the defensive coordinators Mark Bettis, a name familiar to those who have followed SAISD. I believe he is an SAISD alum himself. Special teams, the assistant coaches Lucas Vega, John Pena. Across the middle, oh, he had a receiver, and Castro could not hang on. The assistant coaches for the Lions, Lucas Vega, John Pena, Scotty Payne, and John Alvarez. The head trainer for the Lions, Casey Ovalle. So with 2nd and short, the Lions roll the dice just a little bit, and Jordan Johnson did have Castro across the middle. The ball sailed on him just a little bit. Castro couldn't get his hands around it, and the pass fell incomplete. 3rd and short. We've seen the Lions go for it on 4th down here around midfield, so wouldn't be surprised if they've got 2 plays called here. Johnson asking for the snap, and the handoff's going to go right into the heart of the Brady Bulldog defense, and forward progress is going to get him to the line of scrimmage, but we got a flag after the play, some extracurricular activity, and that one's going to be costly because it's going to go 15 yards one way or the other. Costly for the Lions if it's against them, as they had a pretty good opportunity to move the chains, and costly for the Bulldogs if it's against them, because they won't even have an opportunity to hold here with 4th and short. They're going to give up the yardage. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Ivan Reyna coming to the sideline. Unsportsmanlike conduct call, and I believe that last signal there from the official indicated an ejection. So a big 15-yard penalty for the Lions. Instead of 4th and 2, it's going to be 4th and 17, and they've struggled plenty to move the ball. They certainly are not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to survive penalties like that.
Brings up 4th down after the penalty. 4th and long.
4th and long. It's not punt formation. They're going to stay right there and run a play, and over the top, Pena. Oh gosh. Knocked away.
Pass is incomplete.
A good pass, but very well defended, and unable to make the grab. Pena was, so incomplete pass. The ball will go over on downs, and the Bulldogs, who have had everything going their way, are going to get a short field. Presidio Concrete again. We thank them for their 2nd year joining us on this team. Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez, owners of that company. 4 years they've been in business, but what a mark they have made on the industry. Big or small, your job, they can do it all. Commercial or private, residential or commercial, private or public, big or little. Presidio Concrete, if you've got a concrete need, they can take care of it. The Brady Bulldogs hand the ball off to number 44, Colby Hinton. No gain on the play. 2nd down, actually a little bit of a loss. Also 7 Cent, also 7 Cent Media. Podcasts, documentaries, photography, music, videos. Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro, longtime members of the RC Audio Sports streaming team, are behind that. Professionals they are. You've got a video lead. Need some cameras and professionals behind the camera to help you get that project done. 7 Cents Media. Give them a call. Sean Jacoby tries to hand it off. Hurdles a defender. Still on his feet on the sideline. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. Bulldogs. Boy, what a play.
On the run for the touchdown for the Bulldogs.
That's what Sean Jacoby right here at the 20-yard line hurdled the defender, keep his feet, and running hard right down that sideline. I think the Lions were anticipating a tackle. Sean Jacoby, you can't ever assume that when he's carrying the ball. So a touchdown on their first and second possessions of the second half. The Bulldogs extend their lead 58-0, trying to make it 60 here with a 2-point conversion. Sean Jacoby on a keeper again. They didn't stop him last time. And he's across the goal line, so score that one. Flag on the play, so we'll keep it right here.
Flag on the play.
The extra point conversion was good. Sean Jacoby got the ball across the goal line and into the end zone. The the scorekeepers put 60 up on the board, so I'm going to assume that this was against the Lions since the points have gone up. Live ball or dead ball foul is it's a dead ball foul, personal foul against the Lions. It was a face mask. The extra point is good. The referee tells us it'll be penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
It was a face mask.
And again, new to our sponsorship team, Yvette Diaz of Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. She is prepared to help you with all of your Medicare and insurance needs. If you are enrolled or you're looking forward to being enrolled here shortly on Medicare, Yvette Diaz can guide you through that process. All kinds of decisions that someone who's going to be eligible for Medicare needs to make. It's a great deal. And but again, there's different paths that you can take, and a little bit of a complicated journey to get the right call. Yvette Diaz right there, contact information on the screen. She can help you through it, she can really simplify that. Glad to have Yvette Diaz on our team. All right, we're streaming a football game here on a Friday night. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for RC Audio Sports is for football, but Tuesday nights is for volleyball action. We will stream the 28-5A volleyball match of the night each Tuesday night. Last Tuesday, we had Southwest, John Jay, and Michaela Garcia was our player of the game. For John Jay, they evened their record at 1 apiece. That was Southwest's first volleyball game of the season. They dropped to 0-1, or they start off at 0-1. Join us on Tuesday nights on RC Audio Sports for the 28-5A volleyball match of the night each week. And after the touchdown, we moved to the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left to play. Everything going the Bulldogs' way. We got a couple of injuries on the field. The trainers are going out to tend to them. While they do that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Shout out to all you sports fans. This is Desi Martinez with Martinez and Associates, and I'm proud to announce that along with RC Audio Sports, we're starting the coveted Athlete of the Week program. Those athletes are going to be voted on by you. And guess what? Every voter gets a chance to win a $50 gift card from Martinez and Associates simply by entering a valid email address. It's important to note that every Athlete of the Week winner is automatically entered into the Martinez and Associates Athlete of the Year contest, the winner of which is going to receive a cash donation for their school's athletic department. So if you want to vote for your favorite Athlete of the Week, go to martinez-law.com, martinez-law.com, and vote for your favorite athletes.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we bring you back live after the trainers have been on the field tending to some boo-boos, if you will. None of them seem serious. Of course, you can't diagnose something from the press box, but they all looked like symptoms of cramps. And the kids none the worse for wear here. We start this possession for the Lions. Johnson will be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Number 44. There with him, a solo tackle and a tackle for a loss, Kobe Hinton.
Brings up second down for the line. Second 13.
Got a game, got 3 games on RC Audio Sports 2 next week. We'll be here on a Thursday for Vets Memorial versus Burbank. Highlands will host the game on Friday, and Sam Houston will host the game on Saturday. So we get an opportunity to watch some storied programs. Burbank coming off a very successful season. Last year made it into the playoffs, a district championship, first time in decades for the Burbank Bulldogs to claim the crown of the district. Sam Houston as well was a playoff team last year.
Short gain on the play. Brings up third down for the line.
Highlands, who's had a lot of success in their history, hoping to get back to that level of play. Struggled a bit last year. It'll be interesting to see what they have for 2025. A couple of SAISD playoff teams and a team that feels like they can be there. We hope that you join us. It'll be RC, this channel right here. If you're watching this game, you've found us, so subscribe to the channel while you're here. We'll see you next week after this one. Well, handoff goes right up the middle. An extended play. The ball carrier doesn't go down. Looked like it might have been a fumble, but the whistles have blown, so the ball is dead. 4th and 10 is the situation. The ball resting on the Lions' 25-yard line. And this time the Lions will choose to punt it away. The punt will be fielded and returned by number 8, Dominic Gloria. Back into the Lions, into the field here at the 40-yard line in Lions territory. The Bulldogs will start this possession. 1st and 10, up by 60. It's been all Bulldogs all night long. A playoff team, a very senior playoff team, very experienced coach Roberts telling us before the game that many on this team are in their 3rd year of in their starting positions, getting set to earn their 3rd letter, their 3rd varsity letter for the football team, and several of them playing or starting for the 3rd straight year. So you can expect some continued success for Brady coming off of a playoff year. They compete in 5-3A D2. That's in Region 2 up here, up beyond the, just north and west of Austin, about directly west. Boy, around the end again, the Lions just don't have an answer for this offense. Number 3, we got a flag on the play. Elijah Stark is in the end zone, but that play will likely come back. An ineligible substitution or an illegal participation there, that play will come back. So Brady, north and west of Austin, right smack dab in the middle of Texas. If you were to push a pin in what you thought was the middle of Texas, you'd be pushing a pin on Brady, Texas. They call themselves the city brands itself as the heart of Texas, and appropriately named as if Texas indeed does have a heart, and if you were to place that heart, it'd be right around that geographical area. Brady, Texas, 160-mile trip they've taken for this non-district ball game. Again, yards after contact have been significant for the Brady Bulldogs. This time it was number 44, Colby Hinton, taking the snap, and taking the handoff and running the ball for about 17 yards.
Gain of 14 on the play brings up second down, 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
So 2nd is short as the 4th quarter winds down. Looking for some yardage around the right side, and again, yards after contact. You can tell it's a mindset for this team. Number 13, Johnny Roque, the ball carrier, got a flag over here on the near sideline. Face mask against the Bulldogs. It was the indication, offensive face mask call. So either way, if your offense does it, your defense does it, it's still a 15-yard penalty. That one's going to come back a bit. We'll replay 2nd down. Second down and 6. Elijah Stark on a keeper, stopped after a couple of yards of gain. It'll be certainly the Brady Bulldogs will be riding the happy bus home. 160 miles they've got to go before they get home, probably taking US 87 through Fredericksburg, Texas, onto Brady. We wish them a safe trip home, and we wish them well throughout the season. Stark taking the snap, and around the left side of the line, is not going to go out of bounds. He's coming back in for some contact, and we've got a flag on the far sideline.
Flag on the play.
So we'll see if the play stands or not. We thank you for joining us here on RC Audio Sports from the SAISD Sports Complex for the season opener. It's our first of 18 games that we are going to stream from here. you found us tonight, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any of the action. We've got 3 football games from the complex coming up next week. We hope that you'll join us for them. RC Audio Sports, our original YouTube channel, also has some games. We'll be back on the air on RC Audio Sports, or we'll be back streaming. Not sure if the www is actually the air, but we'll be back on the internet streaming on Tuesday when the South End Bobcats volleyball team takes a short trip to McCullum. It's a dead ball foul, personal foul, against the Bulldogs. So,
personal foul on the offense.
So that play will not stand. Penalty will be assessed. And the clock winding down to the final tick. I think we have seen all that we are going to see of football here tonight. The Brady Bulldogs, an impressive effort here, a great showing in the first game of the season. A playoff team with a bunch of seniors expected to do well this year. We wish them a safe trip back to Brady, Texas, and all the luck in the world, all the best as they go through the season. YMLA not starting off the way they were hoping to start, but they've got a couple of more non-district games, JFK and Crystal City, before they start district play in week 4 against Stockdale. We've got several YMLA games here on RC Audio Sports 2. We thank you for joining us. Make sure that you visit us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and X, and Threads, even YouTube, our YouTube channel, of course. And we will be bringing you the players of the games. We'll announce those on our social media platforms. Robert Villafranca here for RC Audio Sports. Bella Diaz doing a great job as always at the tech table. We had Gavin Quintanilla running the camera here for the play, and Reese Hernandez Robinson was on the field with the feature camera. Again, we thank you for joining us.